Today, we're uncovering the amazing journey of Lionel Messi. From a small boy in Rosario to one of football's greatest legends. Get ready for an inspiring story full of passion, struggle, and triumph. Chapter 1. Rosario. Where it all began. Lionel Andres Messi was born on June 24, 1987, in Rosario, Argentina, a working-class city where football wasn't just a sport, it was a way of life.
His father, Jorge, worked in a steel factory.
His mother, Celia, cleaned houses. Money was tight, but the family was close, warm, and supportive. From the moment Leo could walk, he carried a football. Not a toy, not a car, not a book, a ball. Neighbors say he was the quietest child on the street. But the moment he touched a ball, something switched. He moved fast, soft, sharp, almost too naturally for a kid his age. At 5 years old, he joined his first team, coached by his father. At 6, he moved to Newell's Old Boys, the club that shaped him. He was tiny, really tiny. Opponents laughed. Coaches doubted. But once the whistle blew, nobody laughed anymore. He dribbled past kids twice his size. He passed like an adult. He scored like a rising star. People whispered, "This boy is different." But childhood isn't always kind. At age 10, Messi stopped growing. Doctors diagnosed him with growth hormone deficiency, a treatment that his family could barely afford. The injections were expensive, painful, and required every single night. Still, Messi didn't complain. He kept playing, kept dreaming, kept believing. And one day, a door opened that would change everything. Chapter 2. A contract on a napkin. Newell's couldn't afford his medical treatment. Other Argentine clubs didn't want to risk signing a small, delicate boy. But then came a scout from Barcelona. He watched Messi for 5 minutes. 5 minutes were enough. He told Barcelona, "There's a kid in Rosario who plays like nothing you've seen before." Barcelona invited Messi for trials. He traveled to Spain with his father, unsure, scared, but hopeful. When the coaches watched him train, silence filled the field. They had never seen a child this small. Move like this, dribble like this, pass like this. The decision was clear. But the club hesitated because of his medical costs. Messi's father grew frustrated. He threatened to take Leo back home. So, one afternoon in a cafe, Barcelona's sporting director pulled out a paper napkin and wrote, "We, FC Barcelona, commit to signing Lionel Messi." A napkin? A promise. A new beginning. At just 13 years old, Messi moved permanently to Barcelona. New country, new language, new life. And he worked harder than everyone. Quiet, focused, determined. The boy from Rosario was becoming the future of Barcelona. Chapter 3. Breaking into the first team. Messi rose through Barcelona's academy like wildfire. At 16, he trained with the first team. Players twice his age couldn't take the ball from him. Even Ronaldinho, Barcelona's star, said, "This boy will be better than me." Messi debuted at 17. Scored his first goal with a perfect chip. The stadium exploded. Ronaldinho hugged him like a brother.
Barcelona had found their jewel. As years passed, Messi became unstoppable. Lightning-fast dribbles, precise passes, sharp finishing, humble personality, while stars around him changed. Ito, Henry, Xavi, Iniesta. Messi remained Barcelona's constant, their heartbeat. His size didn't matter. His quiet nature didn't matter. What mattered was the magic he created every time he touched the ball. And the world began to watch and admire. Chapter 4. The rivalry that defined a generation. Every great story needs a rival. Messi's rival, Cristiano Ronaldo. Two geniuses, two mentalities, two paths, one era. Ronaldo, power, speed, ambition. Messi, balance, instinct, artistry. When Ronaldo joined Real Madrid in 2009, football changed forever. Every El Clasico became global. Every stat comparison trended online. Every season felt like a personal duel. But Messi didn't chase records. He didn't shout, boast, or provoke. He played. Calm, focused, sharp. He won Champions Leagues, scored hat tricks, broke goal-scoring records. Journalists called him a genius. Coaches said he was the best they had ever seen. Children began copying his dribbles in their backyards. But as Messi conquered everything with Barcelona, another story was forming, one filled with pressure, tears, and expectation. The story of Messi with Argentina. Chapter 5. Heartbreak with the national team. Messi loved Argentina, but Argentina didn't always love him back. People compared him to Maradona every day. Some said he didn't field a shirt. Some said he cared more about Barcelona. He reached 3 major finals. 2014 World Cup, lost. 2015 Copa America, lost. 2016 Copa America, lost on penalties. 3 heartbreaks in a row. After the 2016 loss, Messi cried on the pitch, silent, broken. In a small interview area, he whispered, "The national team is over for me." Argentina felt empty. Kids cried. Fans begged him to return. And slowly, Messi realized something. They weren't criticizing him because they hated him. They were desperate for him to succeed, because he meant everything to him. So he returned, quietly, softly, but stronger. Chapter 6. Redemption and Glory. Copa America 2021 changed everything. Messi played with more fire than ever, scored goals, created assists, led by example, encouraged teammates, and Argentina reached the final in Brazil against Brazil. When the final whistle blew and Argentina won, Messi's tears were different this time, not from sadness, but from relief, from fulfillment, from love. His teammates lifted him high into the air. For the first time, it felt like Argentina and Messi were finally one. But there was still one story left, one last mountain. The World Cup, Qatar 2022. At 35 years old, Messi played with experience, calmness, and intelligence, the final form of a legend. In the final against France, he scored, he assisted, he led, he carried.
When the last penalty went in, Argentina became world champions, and Messi held the World Cup like he was holding a dream he chased for decades. The world knew. He wasn't just great, he was one of the greatest ever. Chapter 7. The Legacy Beyond Football. After decades in Barcelona, financial problems forced the club to let him go. Messi cried during the goodbye speech. Barcelona wasn't just a club, it was his home. He moved to PSG, played well, adapted, won trophies. But the emotional connection wasn't the same. In 2023, he chose a new path. Inter Miami in MLS. People said he was slowing down, but stadiums sold out instantly. America embraced him. Young players learned from him, and Messi, as always, remained humble and kind. His legacy goes beyond football. A boy who overcame a medical condition. A child who left his country to chase a dream. A man who stayed quiet in a loud world. A player who inspired millions through talent, not ego. A legend who proved greatness doesn't require size, words, or arrogance. Just heart, hard work, and love for the game. Lionel Messi's story is not about being perfect. It's about growing, failing, standing up again, and becoming the best version of yourself. And that's why he is loved not just as a footballer, but as a human. Lesser-known facts about Lionel Messi. 1. Messi was afraid of needles as a child. When doctors recommended daily growth hormone injections, young Messi was scared of the shots, but to avoid troubling his mother, he often injected himself every night. A huge responsibility for a 10-year-old. 2. He still has his Rosario accent. Even though he moved to Spain at 13, Messi has kept the accent from his hometown. For Argentinians, this is a sign of loyalty and pride. It shows he never forgot his roots. 3. He has known his wife since childhood. Messi and Antonella Roccuzzo grew up in the same neighborhood. He was in love with her from a young age. They knew each other since they were kids. They eventually married after years of being together. One of the most romantic stories in football. 4. Messi is extremely shy off the pitch. Barcelona coaches said he barely spoke in the locker room. He kept his head down and focused on training. He's never chased media attention or public drama, unlike many global stars. 5. He is ambidextrous, but left-footed. While he plays almost exclusively with his left foot, Messi is naturally capable with both feet. He practices with his right foot daily to maintain balance and unpredictability on the field.
That's Messi's journey from dreams to history. Subscribe for more epic life stories and comment below which legend should we cover next.